So I made it to Stockholm. This is my sister who lives here. So I basically just come to visit her for a couple of days. She's been living here since August. She does not want to be in this. I've just had to convince her. It's actually quite rainy, cold weather today. So I think first thing we're going to do is head out and get some coffee and some breakfast. So we just had a coffee. Today we were planning on going on one of these sightseeing boats, but as you can see it's super misty and kind of rainy today, so I think we're going to skip that, and instead now we're going to go to the Nordic Museum for the afternoon and then hopefully do the boat maybe Sunday, another day I think. So to get to this museum you basically have to cross over this bridge here, and then it brings you to this island which has a ton of different museums on it. So this is what the view should look like, and this is kind of the cloudy, misty thing that we currently have. Emma was just telling me that Stockholm is basically a series of different islands. So yeah, this one is the Museum Island. She really doesn't want to be in this.
So it's a huge island with royal castles, 20 museums, entertainment venues and other stuff like that. And it's the world's largest national park.
Cool, okay, and that just there is the first museum that I think we're going to go to. So we've just finished the museum now, so we're just coming out. To be fair, it was a really good rainy day activity. The museum's actually super interesting. There was loads about Swedish history, and there's also, I don't know if it's like a temporary thing or if it's there all the time, but there's a fashion museum of fashion through the ages, so that was really good as well. Wasn't too expensive. I think it was about £13, like £12–13, yeah. So we are now gonna get a boat across to what is it?
Gamla Stan, so like the old town basically.
Okay, I'm not even going to try and pronounce anything while Emma's here. I'm just going to let her do all the pronunciation. But yeah, you can get a boat across there, and that's meant to be like the really pretty famous bit. We were hoping the weather was going to clear up a bit, but it's still not. So I also think then Fika is going to be on the table for this afternoon.
We do a lot of wandering around.
So Emma has been telling me that she's not overly impressed with the guards. They keep walking off and wandering around, and we were saying that wouldn't fly in London, would it?
People keep moving around, checking their watches.
Yeah, he's checking his watch every minute. Vicky's waiting for his shift to end. Literally, they're having a chat. Emma's in shock.
It is shocking behaviour.
They literally all just stood around. Hang on. Look at this. Oh, you can't really see it. So we've arrived into
Afghanistan.
Yeah, and it's so gorgeous here, even with it being quite cloudy, it's literally so pretty. If you come to Stockholm and you don't have much time, this is definitely the one place you have to go. So we're going to wander around the streets. We've had a look at the main square, and then it's actually getting so cold. I think it's like 5 degrees, isn't it? So then I think we're going to go and find somewhere to get a coffee. So we grabbed a coffee, but we didn't actually have cake, so does that even count as Fika then? No, so apparently we didn't actually have Fika. We are now off to home. No, we're not. We're going to that library.
Oh, like the National State Library, I suppose.
The National State Library. It looked really nice for the pictures, and it's actually open till 8 o'clock. So I think we're gonna swing by there, because that's actually close to where Emma lives anyway, and then home. Good morning! So we are really happy today because we've actually woken up to blue skies today, which I'm super happy about. So what I think we're going to do is actually head back to Gamla Stan so that we can take some more pictures and actually see it in the sunshine, because it was quite cloudy yesterday. And then after that we're actually going to go for our first Fika. I can't believe I've been here like a day and a half now and not had Fika yet. So I think we're going to go do that. Emma knows a good place that does cinnamon rolls, I think. So our first stop has been City Hall, which is really, really beautiful. It's kind of on the way to where we're heading to anyway, so it's a good place to stop at. It's really beautiful in here, but once you head through there, you can get out and then it's on the waterfront and you can see all the colourful buildings at the other side. So yeah, really worth a visit. And it's free. Free to look around, not free to go inside. So that is where we just were, and then we basically walked all the way around here, and then we're going to go up towards Gamstan. So this is the Fika spot that we're going to head to. We were going to sit on the seating outside, I think that's the plan. It's actually so cold. I think we're going to, it's really dark, I think we're going to try and head inside instead. But look how beautiful the view is. I do feel like I need to come back here in summer because there's all this seating outside here. So we finally come for our fika. We got cinnamon rolls and then our coffee. Rate it out of 10. So Fika was so good. So I think what we're going to do now we're all warmed up is we're heading out to Stockholm, where we're going to head to a viewpoint that Emma knows about. Apparently it looks over the water and then you've got all like the coloured houses in the distance, so hopefully get some nice pictures there. So we just came back to the Royal Palace again, because we're basically just going to walk past it, and then we saw that the guards were about to do their changing of the guard. Do you know what? I thought maybe today, maybe they're taking it more seriously. But again, we weren't overly impressed. I mean, someone just went up to like the guard on duty and asked directions, and he was giving them directions and like pointing to places. Like, can you imagine the Queen's Guard? But it is a really pretty building. I think it's way nicer in the sun, so I am glad that we came back today. So we just had a little walk around Gamla. I didn't film it that much because I showed you guys it yesterday, and it pretty much, I was going to say it pretty much looked the same. It did look the same because it's the same place. So what we're going to do now is get the ferry across to Museum Island, which is where we went yesterday when we went to the Nordic Museum, but this time we're going to get the ferry, and then I think from Museum Island then we'll walk back across to Emma's flat, and then we basically got to decide what we want to do for dinner. But yes, there's tons of museums on this island, and also apparently there's like a nice park as well, so I think we're going to go and try and catch a ferry now. What do you rate having me here out of 10 so far?
And 10's amazing.
10 is the best.
And 10's over 2.
No, 10 is the best, not 1.
Yeah.
I think you're confused. 10's the best.
I don't know how else to say this other than maybe a 1 now that we've had this conversation.
So it is our 3rd day, so it's my final day in Stockholm actually. So what we've done today is we've come across to the palace. I was going to try and pronounce it, but I think I'm just going to write it down here in case I really insult Swedish people with my pronunciation. So yeah, we had to get a tube and a bus over here, but it's really cute. It's on this little island. So I think we're going to have a look around the gardens and all the lakefront, and then probably get some fika. So we basically got as far as just walking down to there, and then we ended up coming back and having our Fika now because we were both so hungry. So we've got 2 lattes and then also cinnamon buns again, like we got yesterday. They look good actually. So we ended up having quite a long Fika. We were actually sat there for about an hour and a half. And Emma now wants to see how far we can get into the palace before they ask us to pay. Okay, she's found one free little spot. Maybe we can go in here for free. This is the travelling cheapskates.
Yeah.
Oh, this is kind of cute.
What's it called? The porcelain room.
Oh, that's Swedish. Oh, the porcelain room. So we basically only just got up the stairs and then they asked us to pay, so we're promptly on our way out. I think we're just going to look around the free gardens instead.
Right, let's go.
Let's go! So me and Emma saw these people shining a torch and then looking in here, so we want to have a look. We think there's going to be something secret in there. Can you shine your torch? And now there's other people around, so I feel like now we're going to be the one shining the torch.
It's going to be like...
Is it on?
Can you see inside? Oh,
There was
the
literally...
the same thing. We have to stay here, but you said there's nothing there.
There's literally nothing in there. And then the guard is up there and he's looking at us like, what are they doing? I think we are thinking we have to make our escape now, but 100% those other people are going to come up behind us and also peer in it because we copied the other people.
Yeah.
I don't know what they found in there because they were looking for quite a while. But it was literally just like a black little hole like you'd expect. So I really apologise for the ridiculously blunt ending to that. My camera of course died while we were out, but what we did the rest of that evening, we basically just ended up going for a curry. I've honestly never been so hungry in my entire life, and we ended up walking like 50 minutes for this curry. Can't entirely say it was worth it. But yeah, and then the next day I had to wake up at, I think it was like 5:30 AM, and then I had my plane ride home. But yeah, I had the absolute best time in Sweden. I could literally not recommend it more. It is, the whole of Stockholm just feels like a fairy tale. Like all the buildings are so beautiful, like I could just talk about it all day. I will be putting loads more information on my Instagram about like where we stayed and where we ate and had coffee and everything. So yeah, do go check that out. My name is Shedot.Travels, and as always, if you made it to the end, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all comments and subscribers, so yeah, let me know your thoughts. Thanks.